Hello Avengers, it's me, Svenny McG. Today we're going to be looking at this guy here. This is the Memorex Universal Game Selector for the Nintendo DS. Let's jump in and take a look. This is the Memorex Universal Game Selector for the Nintendo DS. I found this recently at a local pawn shop. I thought it looked interesting and I thought I'd check it out and let you know whether or not it's something you should be looking into. So as you can tell right away, it has a DS looking card here that has a connection, loops back, and on the back side here we have 3 different spots here where we can slot 3 games. There are pin sets in each one of these slots. There's no bounce to it, it just simply connects, and you'll hear it almost makes a scary sounding crunch, but they do connect and it's in. So in theory here, with 3 games slotted, we should be able to simply turn this dial and it'll tell us which one we're doing. 1, middle for 2, and of course to the far right for 3. You can tell it denotes each one of the numbers there, 3 and 3, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. Now anywhere I looked on the internet, it seemed to state that this works with the DS systems as well as any of the 3DS family, but let's really check that out. I do not have the original DS system, but I do have a DS Lite. And it is a little bit tight here, but look at that. It slides down, and then simply you push it down, and it's in. That's it. That's what it looks like. And you can see on a standard system like the DS Lite, it fits basically perfectly to it. This is the Nintendo DSi. This is the one that has the camera and has Wi-Fi. And same thing, slots on there, no problem. Larger than the DSi is the DSi XL, and same thing, no issue there, having it connect onto the back of that. It just has a little bit more space around the unit itself. This is the Nintendo 3DS. Boy, I love that sheen. So same thing, connects on the back. You click it in, and no problem. That being said, no, it will not work with a 2DS system. When you try and connect the 2 pieces, this is not designed to go over that, if you can see. I try and stretch this out too far, I will break it at the hinge. So no, it will simply just not connect to a 2DS system. The back here is too thick. Further, this is the 2DS XL, and this system has this cover to the slot. In theory, it looks like it might actually fit, but I don't want to go ahead and cut this just for the sake of testing that for you, I'll be honest. It should sit right about here and maybe have a little bit of an overhang, but that's what we're looking at. This here is the 3DS XL, and this one is known to be much bigger. What a cool background. And I noticed that with this slot, it will go in, but the springing action makes it want to stay out. If I were to keep it held down in place, watch here. If I hold this in place, you'll see the cartridge pop up. But that being said, I have to still keep my thumb on the bottom. It automatically slides out. Okay, so we've gone through the compatibility. Let's get this unit rolling here and show you what it's really all about. So it slots in there. You open up your device. You turn on your DS system. Your DS Lite in this case. And look at that. It shows Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs there. And if you check it out on the back here, I'm in number 3, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. The game is started. Now I have found that without having to turn the system all the way off, if I'm at the title screen and I don't want to play the title that's up, I can simply put it to sleep mode, switch it here to number 2, let's say, and open it back up. Well, I meant to show you that, but I will be honest here, it didn't take. In fact, it powered the system down, and when I rebooted it, it says there's no DS card here. So that's me being truth with you. Some of the reviews I saw online, people are saying the card thing on the back here can kind of shift. If you're holding it, you're trying to play the game, you're hitting the left and right buttons, and this has a little bit of movement to it, if you can see. Then sometimes people were reporting that it wasn't properly seating, or that it just simply can slightly shim up without being able to connect the way a cartridge does. It actually pops out. So I'm going to try again here. Put it all the way down. It's in slot 2. Still nothing. Okay, so let's have another look at this again. We're in slot 1. Big Hero 6 has popped up. Closing it, there's Big Hero 6. Let's try again here. We're going to go to slot number 2. Make sure it's right in the middle, not in between slots or anything. Opening it again. And again, it looks like it's powered it down. There's Go Diego Go. Now again, I'm going to slide it over to number 3. Opening it up. There was some issues with that DS Lite, and like I said, it does seem to show that the issue can be consistent across what people are saying on the internet. Now, I have this in this 3DS system. It does seem to lock into here better, and that's something it would not do with the XL, etc. So watch this. This is the way it's basically designed to function. You have it here. Big Hero 6 is there. Now I'm going to go ahead, close the system, put it to sleep, switch it to number 2. Make sure it's right where it needs to be. It's not a little bit off. Opening it back up. Hey, Go Diego Go, as designed. Now, again, I'm going to close it up here, switch it to number 3, and then again, I'm going to open it back. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Steve! So again, from 3 all the way to 1, that's what it's designed to do. However, I didn't want to sugarcoat anything. It's not without its faults. So as I showed, the Memorex system isn't perfect, but you know what? What it does here, 3 games on the go, keeping them here without having to keep any extras. You can simply just put this right in your pocket. You're ready to go. The only greater advantage would be, of course, if you had them purchased digitally, like right on your SD card. That being said, I don't know if it's really that necessary. I mean, certainly I can find a plethora of carrying cases that will have access to these, and actually in this case I can actually include 3DS titles in those carrying cases with the system. It'll help protect the system. It'll allow me to change games on the go. I don't know that this is really speeding things up that much where I have to go back to the home screen anyways and then put it to sleep mode, and instead of taking out the cart I simply slide this over. And of course, due to the limitations here, unfortunately this does not support 3DS cartridges. If it did, maybe it would have made it just that much better. So as for the device itself, if you want to grab it, that's up to you. It does do as designed. It does have some hiccups, but otherwise I would say for better for worse, it does work. I hope you found today's video helpful, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm very close to that 1,000 marker, and I'd appreciate your support. Until I see you guys again soon, please take care. Be good to each other. Bye now.